9 reasons why South Koreans are obsessed with plastic surgery. Mention South Korea and chances are you will get responses related to the Hallyu or Korean wave. Hallyu refers to the increasing popularity of Korean music, particularly Korean pop or K-pop, and entertainment such as dramas and variety shows not only locally but also all over the world. Remember Gangnam Style? The Hallyu has become such a big hit that many Koreans aspire to be K-pop artists or drama actors and actresses. Many train to be one from a young age. In extreme cases, some even do drastic measures to look like one in order to be famous someday. Koreans seem to place great emphasis on physical beauty. That said, it comes as no surprise that they are considered the plastic surgery capital of the world, as the country has the most procedures done in a day compared to the rest of the world, including the US. Unlike other countries where admitting undergoing a plastic surgery procedure is somewhat taboo, in South Korea it is even heavily promoted. In fact, reports say that 1 in every 5 women has had plastic surgery in South Korea, and surprisingly, men also undergo surgeries too, but the ratio is not as high. But why are South Koreans so fixated with undergoing plastic surgeries? Listed here are some of their major reasons for doing so. Number 1, the effect of the Hallyu wave. As mentioned, South Koreans are fanatical with the Hallyu wave, especially the K-pop idols. So much so that many of today's youth aim to be just like their K-pop idols. Those who really want to become stars themselves take drastic routes in order to be noticed by the biggest entertainment companies in South Korea, and to do so, they undergo various procedures from head to toe just to look like what a K-pop star should. Number 2, competitiveness of South Koreans. South Koreans by nature are pretty competitive, even extending to matters involving plastic surgery. Whenever they see or hear about someone who underwent a procedure, many South Koreans undergo the exact same procedure or a different one, just to be able to say that they also had it done, had the money to pay for it, and had better results than others. Number 3, it is considered normal. Plastic surgery is so common that some have even remarked that they assume that South Koreans they see on the street have undergone a procedure or two. In fact, it's pretty common to see people who have obviously just got out of surgery clinics walking around the streets, and nobody really bats a double eyelid about them. In fact, plenty of graduating students request plastic surgery procedures as graduation gifts. Number 4, criticism about their looks push them to alter their physical appearances. Instead of getting the typical comments during family reunions and other get-togethers, South Koreans will normally hear comments like, "You would look better if you have a double eyelid, tapered jaw, narrower nose, etc." These kinds of comments are what motivates many to just undergo the procedure until they finally hear the comments they want. Number 5, pricing is competitive, and surgeons are known for their skills to make the results look as natural as possible. Unlike in other countries, plastic surgery is relatively cheap, even without involving healthcare. Most surgeons also have such top-notch skills that even if a patient underwent drastic procedures with a remarkably altered face afterwards, they still won't look like they went under the knife. This is also the reason why South Korea promotes medical tourism for foreigners who wish to undergo similar procedures. Number 6, it makes them feel good about themselves. There are also many cases wherein people choose to change their physical appearances in order to look good and feel good. In fact, it's a common occurrence that those who experience major life events undergo plastic surgery because they see it as a way to make a fresh start in life. Number 7, for many, it's the in thing to do. Undergoing procedures has become such a norm that everybody has to have it. In fact, many conversations nowadays touch around the topic, and when one finds out that he or she is surrounded by those who had something done, chances are he or she will also undergo a procedure just to be able to join the conversation and say, hey, I also had something done. Number 8, they want to achieve what South Koreans consider the perfect face. South Koreans, both male and female, have come up with what they see as the must-haves for the perfect face. A set of double eyelids, doll-like eyes, a narrow nose, and a V-shaped jawline. Anything aside from that is not really considered beautiful. This is the reason why these particular features are common nowadays in the faces of South Koreans. In fact, there was a GIF a couple of years back where a compilation of the faces of the contestants of Miss South Korea were merged, and people noticed that all the contestants had nearly the exact same eye shapes and noses. Number 9. Many South Koreans want to marry into great families, and they believe that in order to do so, they have to look beautiful. It is common for people to aspire to marry into financially stable families, and South Koreans, women in particular, are no different. They believe that they will catch the attention of a well-off man, chaebol, or company heirs in particular, if they are physically attractive. So they opt to undergo surgery to have a better chance of that. Plastic surgery in South Korea has been well known all over the world, even besting out Brazil and the United States, who were once the go-to places for these procedures. It's no wonder they got the reputation because the locals undergo the procedures so often that it even feels like a normal everyday chore. And it's one of those things that seems to have no signs of stopping anytime soon.